Hello, everybody. I hope you're having yourselves a lovely day. I got another banger for y'all. This one's gonna be how I lost 100 pounds, bro. I just want to start off the video by saying that it's sponsored by Driven, as usual. Go to their website, use my code PROFIT for 15% off everything. We got a bunch of pump covers, a bunch of gym equipment, stuff like that. Not gym equipment, but like gym clothing, you know? So go check them out. We got all types of stuff for girls and boys. So yeah. I was thinking earlier today when I was having this conversation with my friend about how I lost 100 pounds because me and his brother have gone on like a significant weight journey, and he's kind of at the beginning of his. So I was just kind of wanting to make this video because I realized that I'm at the point where I am in such a steep calorie deficit and doing so much that what I'm doing to a normal person seems like fucking unattainable. So like, yeah, I feel like I should say how I got to this point because I feel like that's very important to the average person. In the beginning, I did not start off knowing anything about dieting, like at all. I knew nothing about it, to be completely honest. I was just going to the gym because I knew that it was something good to do for yourself. But yeah, essentially, I didn't know anything about diet. The only thing, like, I started off really taking bodybuilding, like, starting to take it seriously at like Sam Sulek's beginning. Like when he started getting super popular and showing up in my recommended, that's when I started like, okay, I gotta do it like a couple times a week and actually have a split or like a schedule that I can stick to. And that is one of the main things that I wanted to point out was that was the kicker, was having a schedule to stick to that I would recommend to everybody. Is like I was just doing the bro split at the beginning. I was not doing push-pull legs. I was just doing like arms and shoulders, I think chest, legs, and back. And I think I would just repeat that. Over time, that's changed. And I would notice like if I would go to a Mexican restaurant where they would have like kind of a higher protein meal, or if I would just make something at the house that would be higher in protein, and like I would have something with chicken in it, or I would have beef or whatever, I would put on a little bit more muscle in the places that I was training. So I started like listening to the videos that I was watching from like Sam Sulek, Lean Beef Patty, Trend Twins, all them about like calories and stuff like that. Mostly Lean Beef Patty and Sam Sulek, but yeah, I started listening to them about calories, and I started really getting into like the thermodynamics of it. And yeah, I started my first ever like official calorie deficit where I was multiplying my body weight by 15 and just staying below that while hitting a like protein goal. And that was my first ever. And on that one, I was doing the split, I was doing cardio as well, and I was staying to that calorie deficit. And I want to say I went from like I think I was like 240 something down to 212 by the end of it. The thing is, since I was getting so much more protein, I had developed like way more bicep muscle. I had developed way more quad and like glute and hamstring and back and like a decent bit more chest. Like everything had kind of developed a lot more, and I had a bunch less body fat. And I remember hearing that like you could only really do that on steroids, but I guess if you're fat, like I don't know. I don't know. So I got down to 212, and at that point I still had like a super low bench. I want to keep in mind that this is how I lost 100 pounds. I started trying to lose weight at all at the weight of 304 pounds. I just weighed in this morning at 198. I think I'm 197 actually. I've lost a little over 100 pounds, and that was like how I really started. It was just like I was just going to the gym because I thought it was better, and I developed the split. And then like just noticing different things and listening to YouTube videos that I was watching was the kicker. Like, I'm not even lying. Like I realized kind of the other day that I use YouTube to study more than fucking just watch random stuff. So yeah, I I was doing that, and then once I got down to 212, I started another bulk once I came back to California, and I wanted to bulk to 240. And once I did, and I had a 225 bench, I got like pretty confident in what I had underneath the fat. So I started another cut. And I realized that if I stuck to this cut, stuck to the cardio, stuck to everything, then like I would be at a low enough weight technically with the like amount of like lean muscle mass that I have underneath to like have striations, to have a six pack, to have fucking like no, like to look crazy, to like just absolutely shredded. Like if I just actually stick to it. So from 238, I'm down to 198, and I only had like fucking 12 pounds, I think, of glycogen in my system. So 238 to 240 minus 12, we'll say it's like fucking 228 down to 198. That's 30 pounds of fat that I lost within. I started this bulk like a couple weeks ago, or not a couple weeks ago, a couple like months ago, like just a couple months. So 30 pounds, a couple months. And it's just been from like I walk to the gym every day. My license got suspended, you know that. I'm not going to fucking go deep into that, but I've been basically grinding my ass off to get like another car. And in that process, I've been having to walk to the gym, and my gym is 2.5 miles away. So I walk like 5 miles, do cardio and my workout every day while being on 2,000 calories, and my maintenance is 3,600. So yeah, that's where my life has been for the past like couple months. And it's been working, bro. Like you guys see the shorts, you guys, you know. So I felt like in the conversation that we were having today, that the like my friend still believes that, like, you know, toning is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? I want like to kind of set the record straight as to how I did it and everything, because like my second cut was the main one where I was like I learned the most, and that's because I, for one, learned that the 15 times your body mass rule for like maintenance calories is close but not exact. There's an exact thing, and I can't remember the name of it. I'll probably try and throw a screenshot of it right now, but follow this and yeah, do that. Like whatever deficit you're going to do, go off of this rule and follow that, because that's the main one that made me lose like 30 pounds in fucking like no time. And it's based on thermodynamics. I'm pretty sure it's legit. So like I also learned on this cut how important different fats are, because like I was one of those people who would be like, oh yeah, dude, steak, like buttered up steak, and like not eggs. I was going to say eggs, but I still eat those. Like chocolate milk, fucking all that shit. Just basically like saturated fats are terrible. Any other form almost of fats is good. The healthier that you get, the better function you're going to have with your carbs and the amount of protein that you can actually like synthesize and everything. I wanted to take that and put it into my next bulk, but this cut was insane. It still is insane. I still have like a month and I want to say like 2 months almost. And also like a couple tips as to how to stick to it without like giving into your cravings, because I trust me, dude. I was a fat kid growing up and I still smoke weed, so the munchies are a real thing. What I do is juice. Not like I have a juicer machine, but I straight up will look for the best quality juice, because the more, like, the less high fructose corn syrup and the less preservatives that they have, the less calories they're going to have. So you can have an entire cup of juice for like only 120 calories. And that's like one of the healthiest carbs, one of the best, like, because it's literal fruit juice. Like, that's all it is just puree. That's fire. You know, another way to do it sometimes is just biting the bullet and eating what the fuck you want, but having it be within your calories. Like, it's that simple, because a lot of people don't have that high of a protein goal. So if they just stick to like protein and fat for like one meal out of the like 3 or 4 they're going to have, you can space out what you're going to have and have some Ben and Jerry's later. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not Ben and Jerry's, but like, or well, yeah, no, have fucking half the cup. Have self-control. You fucking fat ass. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I like have some self-control. Like that's another thing that I had to realize was like, I was a eat the whole sleeve motherfucker. Like, yeah, that was me. And now I have to control it and only eat like 3 or 4 if I'm going to. Last tip, actually, like a big tip. Sorry, this is like at the very end of the video. But one of the biggest tips is don't have a cheat meal every fucking week without making sure that you're within your calories, because your calorie deficit over the week is like generalized. Like there's a what's the term? The median, where it's like, if let's say you're in like a 500 calorie deficit, over a week you're going to be 3,500 calories in. Don't eat 3,500 calories in a fucking cheat meal. Like, hello? Like, let's just use our frontal lobe for a sec. Yeah. I love every single one of y'all. I hope every single one of you has a successful weight journey, whatever it be, bulking or cutting. Yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell, all that YouTuber stuff. This is sponsored. Again, use code PROPHET on Driven. And I will catch y'all later. Peace. Back.